All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Levi with the Cochise County Sports Network. Got the scoreboard and everything all working good again. So we're ready to start the second half. Just got to push out a couple of these graphics for you guys real quick, and we'll be right back.
Grillin' Wings has had its own game day rules since 1979. First down! Planning on! Excessive celebration! That's allowed here. Well then, touchdown! Go Native!
Hi everyone, I'm Sean Lawley from the Lawley Automotive Group. Summer's here and it's getting hot, and so are the deals at all our dealerships. Check out the great selection of Buicks, Chevrolets, GMCs, Hondas, Nissans, Hyundais, Fords, Kias, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Rams we have in stock. With some of the biggest discounts and rebates of the year, now's the time to buy your new vehicle. With over 20 lending institutions, your finance term could never be better. Shop us online at lawleycars.com or come to any one of the Lawley dealerships and see why so many people in Southern Arizona choose Lawley Motors for their next vehicle purchase. Because nobody beats a Lawley deal. Nobody.
They are not superheroes, but they save people every day. Save money, that is. They are energy auditors from SSVEC, and they're helping people save money on energy and informing them about valuable incentives, 0% retrofit loans, and other programs, and saving finite resources and making our country more energy independent.
Maximize your savings.
Call SSVEC about our new energy audit.
All right, folks, welcome back. We're getting ready to start the third period here of this basketball game. We've got our scoreboard back up and running. We had to stop and restart the whole computer system, get everything booted back up. That usually fixes the problem. We're just going to go ahead and make sure that the camera's tilted down just a tad. Right about right there. We're good to go. And the Colts inbound the ball right away. 8 minutes on the clock. Colts currently leading the game 35-25. And Giovanni Featherston goes up for a beautiful 2 points for the Colts. All right, Luis Martinez of the Apaches finding some trouble, getting it off to 14, Julian. And he's able to get the ball to the basket. No good on points, though. And some trickery with the basketball passing right there. It's going to lead to an out-of-bounds ball, and it's going to be a turnover, giving the Apaches the ball. Fabian Maldonado passing it off. Apache goes up for a three-pointer. No good as the ball sails too long. Grant Ward has inbounded the ball too. He goes in for a long two. Bounces out. No good. The Apaches rebound. Get the ball off to number 25, Carlos Cervantes Jr. And he's going to drive the ball up, finding an inside guy. And he goes up for two. It's 2 points, good for the Apaches. And that was Fabian Maldonado with the two-pointer. Bellinger getting the ball bounced out of his own way. And Colts recover, getting the ball to number 34, who's Trey Foster. And he puts up 2 points. Scores currently 39-27. Colts are up by 12 points. A little bit of a screen. No good. They're trying to set up a three-point opportunity. I think at this point they're going to try to drive the ball in. Colts are defending really nicely. Carlos Cervantes Jr. with an around-the-bout pass that goes off the face of his teammate there. It's going to be a turnover. It's going to be a Buena ball. We're back to rolling again here. Beautiful pass out to number 12. Gets it over to... Oh, God, that was Bellinger who gets it over to number 34. Passing it back over to number 12. And a three-pointer there. Good for Giovanni Featherston. Looks like a quick timeout called. It's going to be 5 minutes, 32 seconds left on the clock. We'll be right back after this break.
Smith Chiropractic is a family practice that Dr. Kelly Smith, my father, started 30 years ago. He's in his 30th year of practice. I began practicing 16 years ago, and now my brother Brett Smith has been here for 2 years. We provide many services. We provide chiropractic manipulation, we provide acupuncture, we provide spinal decompression, cold laser therapy, massage, multiple soft tissue techniques. I'd say the overall goal is obviously pain relief, but also just quality of life. Give them the ability to live to the fullest and maximize their potential on the way they live and their health and overall well-being.
All right, we're back. We do apologize about that quick break. Had to squeeze it in there somewhere. The Apaches steal the ball away. They're going to be taking the ball back up court there. Five minutes and 2 seconds left on the clock. Scores currently 42-27. Apache set to inbound the ball. They do get inbounded right on the inbound line. And for three, no good. It's going to be an out-of-bound ball. It's going to be a Colt ball. Jaden McFadden ready to inbound to Grant Ward. 4 minutes, 45 seconds left on the clock here in the third period. Colts up quite a bit. This isn't the team that we were expecting to play. And a little mishap there. It's going to be a quick bounce pass. Rebounded nicely by Bellinger. Unfortunately, he does step out of bounds. And that's going to be an Apache ball. And a quick pass inbounds and a quick 2 points for the Apaches. Excellent eye there by the team. Grant Ward bringing the ball up the court right now. Getting it outside of Bellinger. Catches a little bit of heat. Passes it back over to Fenton. Fenton gets it over to McFadden. Featherston, I mean. Featherston finds some trouble. He's going to drive it in for a long two. And it bounces off the back of the rim. Bellinger off the head of one of the players for the Apaches. It's going to go out of bounds off the Apache player's head. It's going to be a Buena Colts ball. Inbounded to Fenton. Fenton gets it over to Grant Ward. Grant Ward drives it in. And he's able to get the ball, bounce it back out of bounds. Unfortunately, it's going to be a turnover. And the Apaches are now going to have the ball. Apaches need all the help they can get here, down by like 13 points. And they go for three. And no good. As the Colts recover. Featherston drives it back up the court. He takes a spill. It's going to be a foul against the number 23 player, Fabian Maldonado of the Apaches. And that's going to set young Bellinger down here, number 20, getting ready to inbound. He inbounds to Grant Ward. Catching some trouble, he passes it off to Fenton. Fenton gets it outside for a three. No good. Rebounded nicely by Grant Ward, who gets it back to the outside. Goes up, gets it to Trey Foster. And finally a turnover there off the rebound. And it's going to be an out-of-bounds ball. It's going to be a Buena Colts ball. With 3 minutes and 4 seconds left in the third period. Fenton inbounds to Grant Ward. Not quite sure why they called it here, but they want Fenton to inbound it from almost the half-court line. He gets it over to Grant Ward. Grant Ward passing it back to Fenton. Fenton trying to drive all the way up, no good. Ball goes out of bounds. Just inside 3 minutes left here in the period. Ball gets inbounded to Grant Ward, who cuts inside, gets the pass. He gets it over to Bellinger. Bellinger back to Grant Ward, back to Bellinger, back to Grant Ward. Grant Ward drives it in, all the way to the outside edge. And an almost three-point attempt there by Fenton. Great job by the Colts, kind of mixing their passing game up there, keeping the Apaches confused. Apaches setting up a little bit of a play here, catching Buena's defense, who's adjusting very nicely. Fenton guarding number 11 very well. Something happened and Buena's getting the ball here. It's going to be another foul against Luis Martinez of the Apaches. And Fenton set to inbound here under the Apache basket. Fenton gets it over to McFadden. Ooh. Back over to McFadden. McFadden finding some double trouble there. He's able to get the ball over to Grant Ward. Grant Ward gets it to the outside. Back over to Grant Ward. It's unfortunately going to go back past the half-court line, and it's going to be a turnover here. .25 tries to drive it in, finds an outside player for three, no good. Rebounded by the Apaches, and they go for two. Now just losing by 11 points. They're starting to kick into Buena's lead here a little bit. Fenton trying to go up for a quick fancy spin move as he made his way to the basket, no good. It looks like it's going to be an Apache ball. Looks like another quick timeout here. So I want to try to go over some of these stats again that we were talking about. Going into tonight's match, the scoring averages for both of these teams, you got Nogales at 65 points per game. Scoring pretty consistently, about 16, 15 points per quarter. Then you got Buena, who does a majority of their scoring toward the first and third period, 65.4. So they're giving a slight advantage there to Buena. Nogales' overall record coming into tonight's match was 16-4, and the Colts are 17-8. And they're, of course, predicting that this is going to go Nogales' way, who the last time we met on January 15th beat us 71-70. So the Apaches have got some big ground to cover here if they want to come back and try to tie this, win it, maybe take it to overtime, or just win in the fourth period. Buena's just on top of their defense tonight. They go up for two, able to get through the riffraff. Buena recovers nicely, gets it to the outside for three, and it bounces out. Almost rebounded by Grant Ward, but the Apaches are going to get the ball. They're going to be bringing the ball back in. I didn't start the clock, but we got about 35 seconds left on the clock. And there's 2 points by the Apaches. 34-42. Colts have got the ball, just about 26 seconds left on the clock. And out of bound Colt, that's going to be back to the Apaches. And a quick drive by the Apaches, no good. Trey Foster running into trouble. Grant Roy running into some trouble. Getting it over to Bellinger. Back over to number 10, who goes up for 2. And the Colts close out the period with an amazing play. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back.
All right, sports fans, welcome to Cochise County Sports Network. Tonight's live broadcast brought to you in part by Lolly Automotive Group for all your new and used car needs. Jeff and Gina Lane of Edward Jones Investments, making sense of investing. Apex Network Physical Therapy, come heal with us. Cochise Lock and Safe for all your lock and safe needs. Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, owned by those we serve. Smith Chiropractic, experience the benefits of chiropractic care. And last but not least, eXp Realty, home of the flat rate contract. Tonight, the Buena Colts boys varsity basketball team taking on the Nogales Apaches, live and in full HD, only on Cochise County Sports Network.
All right, we're back and we're getting ready to start the fourth and final period here, hopefully, of the game. Could go into overtime. About a 10-point lead that the Colts have held the majority of the night. We're going to see what the Apaches can do to eat into that gap. It's definitely not over yet. The Colts definitely putting on their defense even harder. The Apaches go up for 3, and they sink it! A couple of three-pointers like that and good defense when Buena's under their own basket. And the Apaches can come back and win this thing. Bellinger goes up for 3, off the glass, no good. Rebounded by the Apaches. And this game is definitely starting to heat up. 7 minutes, 34 seconds left in the match. There is a foul called against number 32, which would be Grant Ward of the Colts. A little bit of a missed dribble there by number 25. He's wanting to drive it in, finding the outside guy, wanting to set up a three-pointer. He's going to get it over to 1. He goes up for 3. No good. Rebounded nicely by number 12, Giovanni Featherston. Gets it over to Grant Ward, gets it to Bellinger, over to McFadden. McFadden, no good. Rebounded nicely by number 25, Carlos Cervantes Jr. of the Apaches. He gets it over to number 11, which is Jesus Contreras. Jesus looked like he wanted to go for 3, gets it over number 1, gets it to the outside, pouncing it inside. Number 0 is going to go up and under, and he gets the 2 points. And there looks like there may have been a foul called as well. So just like that, ladies and gentlemen, it's a 5-point game. The Apaches are slowly eating away at this deficit that they've had against the Colts for the first 3 quarters, or essentially the last 2 quarters straight. Let's see how well they do at the free throw line here. Haven't had the luxury of paying much attention tonight because we've been trying to work through some technical issues. The Apaches do get the extra point. It's now just a 4-point game. That's two-pointers. That's a 3-pointer and a free throw. It could be all sorts of stuff. So if they can hold on defense-wise and get the Colts to not score here, it's a good chance that they can come back and tie this thing up here. And we get it outside for 3. No good. The Apaches recover. This could be it, ladies and gentlemen. And it's stolen away beautifully by number 12. Gets it over to Grant Ward. Grant Ward gets it over, and it's going to go out of bounds off Trey Foster's hands. Man, this game is definitely heating up. It's turning into an amazing game. If you guys are watching, hit that share button, hit that like button, comment on the video. Let these young men know some constructive criticism. Let them know how proud you are of them. Let them know how awesome it was watching them. Because this game is heating up. And Bellinger putting on some defense to number 1 there. And Buena's definitely heating up as well. And they're able to tip it to the outside for 3. No good. And the Colts recover. Get it over to Bellinger. Bellinger's going to drive it up for 2. And it's knocked out of his hands. And with a quick behind-the-back bounce pass, he loses it. Gets it over to number 10. He's going to pass it off to Trey Foster. No good. All right, and now the Apaches have slowed it up. Said, enough of this quick back and forth. We're only down by 4 points. Let's set something up. Let's get a 3-pointer. Let's get a couple 2 points. They find an inside guy. Gets it to the top of the key for 3. No good. And rebounded by Trey Foster, who gets it over to Grant Ward. And every single time they go for a 3-pointer like that, this whole side of the crowd just stands up. Colts getting 2 points in. It's now a 6-point game. 5 minutes and 11 seconds left on the clock. They do find an inside guy, number 0. He's going to attempt to go up, gets it to the outside. Gets caught up, and the Colts steal the ball away. Grant Ward going up for 2. And that should be a foul call. Yes, it is. Good call by the ref. 4 minutes, 56 seconds left. That's the 4th foul for the Apaches here in the second half. And the foul was against Carlos Cervantes Jr. It's his 2nd foul of the evening. And Grant puts an extra point up. No telling you how important it is to get those 2 points down at the free throw line, especially when it's such a close game like this. The other team's heating up, sinking some threes, stealing the ball away. No good on the 2nd point. It's now a 7-point game. Good outside pass to number 14. Keeping Bellinger high and dry. He does like to steal away the ball. Catching a screen, setting up 0. Number 14. Bouncing the pass to the inside. They go for 2, and they get it! Now a 5-point game. The Colts inbound the ball. 4 minutes and 22 seconds left on the clock. Grant Ward just letting the clock run down quite a bit. Bellinger having the same idea. Getting double-teamed and then just passing the ball off to their opponent. This allows you to eat up time in Arizona high school basketball. There is no shot clock, so there's no penalty for doing this. Colts want to have the shot at the playoffs this year. This is exactly how you'd want to play in the playoffs. You use the clock as a tool against the other team. Now under 4 minutes left as Grant Ward's going to drive it in for 2. And it goes in! A 7-point game again. The Apaches have got to slow down the Colts when they go up for those points. They need to start stealing the ball away. It might end up being a couple more fouls here, but they only have 4 so far here. Oh, and an over-the-head pass to the inside. And he goes up for 2, and he gets it. No foul called. Great job by the Colts. Grant Ward passing it all the way back over to Bellinger. Bellinger retreating back to the 3-point line and beyond. And he's going to draw a foul as he tries to drive in. Looks like a quick timeout was called here. So while there's a timeout, folks, why don't you go ahead and jump in the comments. Let us know that you guys are checking it out and tuning in. Bellinger gets the ball into Grant Ward. Grant Ward gets it over to... I always get Featherston and McFadden mixed up. They're going to drive it in. He loses the ball, and the Apaches steal the ball away. And they're trying to set up the 3-pointer. They get to the top, wide open. No good as the Colts recover the ball. And being double teamed up on. Right now, they're not letting that clock run down. They're going up trying to get as many points at the basket as they can. 2 minutes and 48 seconds left on the clock. Looks like they're going to call a foul here against the Apaches. And we're not liking it right now. The whole side of the court where we're standing on, we have angry parents all standing up. They're calling the foul against Luis Martinez, number 0 of the Apaches. It would be his 3rd foul of the evening, and it sends Grant Ward back to the free throw line. And I'm telling you right now, these parents and alumni of the Apaches were not happy about that call. Grant Ward puts a point down. Now it's a 6-point game. Second point, no good, rebounded nicely. And amongst 3 defenders, he's able to get up, get the ball over, and he goes up for 2, and he gets the 2 points. And a deep 3-point attempt by the Apaches, no good. And the Apaches with a foul there as he reaches in and grabs off the shoulders of the young Colt. That's going to be the 6th foul for the Apaches. The first for Alvaro Mesquita. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. But that's going to send, looks like Giovanni Featherston to the free throw line. And as they've changed their mind here. They're going to have Bellinger inbound the ball here with 2 minutes and 18 seconds left on the clock. It's down to the wire, and it's only a 8-point game. Colts have put a couple more points back up on the board. Bellinger looking to drive it in. Gets it to the outside. And he gets choked up, and the Apaches steal the ball. They go for 2. They get it, and they draw the foul. That's the 2nd foul for the Colts here in the second half of the game. It's against Grant Ward. That's his 3rd foul of the evening. 1 minute and 51 seconds left on the clock. It's a 6-point game. This could make it a 5-point game if he gets this free throw. And he doesn't. It bounces off the basket. Grant Ward recovers. Under 2 minutes left in the game. The Colts keep driving it in and then bouncing it backwards. Bellinger takes a spill there. Looks like it's going to be another foul, possibly against the Apaches here, which I'm not too sure about. Looks like Bellinger tripped up on his own feet. They are calling that's the 7th foul for the half here for the Apaches. Actually, they took it away off the scoreboard. Now it says 6. There's a foul against number 23, Fabian Maldonado. And with high school basketball, I believe that means he's out of the game. After 5 fouls, you're out. And it's not going to be a free throw. Instead, the Colts are going to be inbounding under their own basket with 1 minute 35 seconds left. And they're up by 8. Excuse me, they're up by 6. Gets it inside to Trey Foster. Trey Foster gets fouled by Luis Martinez, number 0 of the Apaches. That's his 4th foul here. He also runs the risk of being ejected from the game if he gets the 5 fouls. And he gets the point, 1 of 2 there. No good on the second one. The Apaches recover. Firing the ball up for three. And he sinks it! 49-53. It's now just a 4-point game again. And that's going to be a foul there by number 25, no doubt. Reaching in across the chest of the young Colt. That'd be Carlos Cervantes. This is his third foul of the game. And that sends Grant Ward back to the free throw line. Now, there's a couple of reasons why the Apaches want to keep fouling here in this respect. First of all, it gives them a chance to rebound if the Colts don't make their free throw shots. And let's face it, the Colts aren't very extraordinary at the free throw line, although they're doing great tonight. The other thing is it stops the clock. With a minute and 19 seconds left on the game, they need as much time as they can with the ball in their possession in order for them to get back and possibly tie this thing or win it. Both points sunk by Grant Ward. Not the best strategy choice by the Apaches, but they go for 2 points of their own, making it again just a 4-point game with about a minute and 9 seconds left. And there's going to be another foul. That foul is against number 11, Jesus Alan Contreras. That's his first foul of the evening. Be the 9th overall for the Apaches. No good on the first one. Colts do recover. Minute left on the match, and they get fouled again. This is probably intentional by the Apaches. They want to stop that clock. Minute and 3 seconds left. And he sinks it. 5-point game now. Potential to be a 6-point game with a minute and 3 seconds left on the clock. Colts will no doubt use some of that time running the clock down. Apaches get the ball in. They're setting up 2 points of their own. No good as he was under the basket under his attempt. Inside of a minute left, the Colts are probably just going to let the clock run down here. So get the ball all the way back over here to Bellinger. 43 seconds left. They're going to find their guy underneath the basket, getting all the way back to the top of the court, and he's going to hold it. Wait to get fouled. And that's why the Apaches have to keep fouling. It stops the clock. The Colts are just taking the free throws at this point. It's a good strategy by the Colts, but it no doubt is frustrating the Apaches as they try to fight their way back. First to two is down, 58-51. It's now a 7-point game again. There it is. 8-point lead. Can the Colts hold this last 35 seconds? Apaches go up for two. No good. Colts recover because there's just nobody there to rebound the ball. 23 seconds left. The Colts are just going to hold it down. I don't anticipate them even going for a shot here. There it is. You can hear the crowd erupting. The Apaches aren't even trying to get to the ball. Inside 10 seconds left. It's going to be a Buena Colt victory. Remember, we lost the first game earlier in the season, 71-70. And now the Colts have won by just 8 points, 59-51. And that's a Buena Colt win. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to move the Colts to be 18-8 overall, 6-4 in their section. And, of course, they're ranked 57th in the state in the 5A division. Now, the Nogales Apaches also play in the 5A league. They were ranked 33rd. So this is going to push us up the ranking system a little bit, seeing as the Apaches were ahead of us. And overall, now they're going to be moved to a 16-5, a 6-2 overall in their section. And we'll probably see them drop in terms of the state rank here. We certainly appreciate everybody for tuning into tonight's game. We apologize for the technical difficulties. But we'll see you guys next week. We got soccer, we got basketball, got all sorts of fun stuff. And I'm telling you what, every time I come to the high school this past week, I've been seeing baseball gear, been seeing young men in their uniform, young ladies with their bats and stuff like that. So we got baseball right around the corner, so make sure you guys tune in for that as well. We'll see you next time, and thanks for tuning in.
right, sports fans, welcome to Cochise County Sports Network. Tonight's live broadcast brought to you in part by Lolly Automotive Group for all your new and used car needs. Jeff and Gina Lane of Edward Jones Investments, making sense of investing. Apex Network Physical Therapy, come heal with us. Cochise Lock and Safe for all your lock and safe needs. Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, owned by those we serve. Smith Chiropractic, experience the benefits of chiropractic care. And last but not least, EXP Realty, home of the flat rate contract. Tonight, the Buena Colts boys varsity basketball team taking on the Nogales Apaches, live and in full HD, only on Cochise County Sports Network.